Hey Bears, welcome back to Bubby's Fat Loss. And so I finished my morning cardio. I did about 30 minutes and I weighed in about the same as yesterday, which is good considering I did have a cheat meal yesterday. And so I thought that I'd be super bloated, but as it turns out, I'm not that bloated, so that's really good. So I'm starting my workout now, and normally I start out my workouts with biceps on my arm days, but today I thought I'd switch it up and do triceps first and then biceps. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this workout, or finish warming up and then finish the workout, head back upstairs, and then talk to you all about the workout for today. Just finished doing a butt ton of chores and house stuff. The thing that took the most amount of time was actually cleaning the range hood and the fan in the range hood. My God, that thing was disgusting. I'm pretty sure there was mold growing in there, and that's not a good look for where we cook our food. So I did a pretty deep clean of that thing. It took about 2 hours, but finally finished to the point where I'm pretty much satisfied with how clean it is. Did a lot of sweeping and mopping of the floors with the Swiffer, and actually did a deep clean of the bathroom as well. Whew. I'm pretty worn out. So anyway, I actually went out the window onto that little ledge and wiped down the windows, so it's actually a little bit more clear now. You can actually kind of see through it now, which is kind of cool. But anyway, so just now I finished chopping up a bunch of vegetables and meats that I'm going to be making Tina some dinner with tonight. And also just finished drying Isabel. She had a bath today. Today, of course, was my arm day. And for arm day today, I did a bodybuilding style of volume as per usual. 4 sets of 8 to 12 reps for pretty much every single exercise that I did. And why don't we talk about that right now? Alright, first up was some close grip bench press. And this was to get my triceps nice and warm. So here I am just doing some slow eccentrics, 3-second down eccentrics for the close grip bench press, just to make it harder and really build up that time under tension. This exercise always feels really nice, except for the unracked. Like I mentioned already, this bench's rack position is very low and my arms are way too long, so it makes it a little bit difficult. The next exercise that I did was the incline dumbbell tricep extension. So basically you use an incline bench. I like to smash the dumbbells together so that they're touching and keeping that nice and close throughout the entire exercise. And with this, I'm pretty much just trying to get to at least 90 with my elbows and extend all the way to the top and contract and squeeze my triceps really hard. With this exercise, you need to kind of figure out the exact angle that you should use. Sometimes when I do this, I don't really feel it all that much in my tricep, so I have to do a lot of tweaking and adjusting to get into the right position. Next up was some standard tricep pushdowns on the lat pull down machine. Since there's no cable cross or anything like that at my gym, got to use the lat pull down for my tricep pushdowns. And as per usual, I slowly pyramided up in weight with this. This is set number 3, I believe, at 25 kilograms. And with this, I'm trying to go a little bit slower. I want to sort of really increase the time under tension and increase the eccentric portion of the lift. So for my concentrics, when I push down, I don't really care so much about the speed. but when I'm coming back up, I want to kind of take it nice and slow. As people say, muscle is built on the eccentric portions of the lifts, so it's a good idea to kind of take those nice and slow. Anyway, the last tricep exercise that I did today was some overhead tricep extensions. So I already did dumbbell tricep extensions, but with this I am not on an incline. I am pretty much seated like I would be for some shoulder pressing. But with this, again, like I mentioned, I want to get to at least 90 degrees with my elbows and press and squeeze all the way to the top. This was actually pretty heavy, surprisingly, 30 kilograms. I thought it wouldn't be that bad, so I chose this as a warm-up weight. This is actually set number 1, but I really had to grind through this, probably because my triceps were already pretty dead by the end of this exercise. By the end of the 3 tricep exercises I did prior. So finished out triceps and moved on to biceps. First thing that I did was some preacher bench easy bar curls, and I really loved using the easy bar. I just think it's a great bar. It always feels really nice, but this bar in particular, the way that it's cambered, I guess, or the way that it's bent, it's not like any other easy bar I've ever used before. So I had to get a nice comfortable position for me, I had to be in the middle of the ridge, which is very uncomfortable on the hands, but that was like the distance that I needed for comfortable bicep contractions. But either way, I love doing preacher curls. These are actually my favorite bicep exercise, apart from plate curls, which I did later. Alright, second up, still on the preacher bench, I did some unilateral dumbbell hammer curls, excuse me. And I started with a 10 kilogram dumbbell and moved up to a 15 kilogram dumbbell for the last 2 sets, and this was actually super ridiculously heavy. With this exercise, I want to mention that a lot of people tend to pull towards their neck as they do their hammer curls on a preacher bench. You want to sort of make sure that you're pulling towards your front delt on this exercise, because when you pull towards your neck, you make it actually a little bit easier. So if you want that nice full tension on your bicep, I suggest you kind of follow a path from fully extended to your front delt, and that should help you feel a much better contraction of your bicep overall, and also it'll make it way harder. Alright, third, I did some pronated easy bar curls, and I am only doing pronated curls because I want to sort of develop bigger forearms, so I think it's about time I do some sort of indirect to direct forearm training with everything that I'm doing. I will be doing a lot of forearm stuff later on when I get back to the States, but for now, I think I'm going to start nice and easy with just some pronated stuff. And with this, it was actually pretty hard. I managed to get through the full 12 reps, but still, that pronated position really just increases the intensity and the difficulty of the curl overall. And last, like I said earlier, I did some plate curls with a 20 kilogram plate, making it nice and easy, gripping the plate on the outside. This was a pretty much solid and comfortable position for me to curl the plate in general. I could grip on the inside, but that's actually a little bit too narrow for me and kind of hurts my elbows and wrists. So gripping on the outside works a lot better for me. And with this, I'm just trying to finish out and really get that bicep pump going. So that concludes all the exercises that I did. Of course, I did abs as well. Did a lot of leg lifts and did a lot of side bends. But that's not as exciting, in my opinion at least. So for the rest of the day, I need to finish doing the laundry. The cycle just ended, and I also got to shave. A little peach fuzz growing. But anyway, Thank you all so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section down below. If you want to get into online coaching, email me at thebarbellbear@gmail.com. Before you leave, don't forget to click that like button and subscribe so you don't miss future videos. I got a product review video coming up soon for this EBL pump mode, so stay tuned for that. That's all from me. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.